Well, all smiles on all sides at the end. And Tim Horan's come to have another word with us. All smiles from you as well, and rightly so. Well done, the Wallabies, tonight. 2-1 has a very different feel to 3-0. Tell us what a win for those in green and gold does for rugby here and this young group of men.
Yeah, I think we really needed last week as well. 90,000 people at the MCG, a close game, and then we needed to win here tonight, and we got that. And it's going to do a lot for our game in Australia. Of course, we know the competition in Australia, the NRL and the AFL, so we're always battling to get airtime. But I think it's also shown that there's so much pride in the gold jersey. I haven't seen as this much gold around the stadium tonight. There was certainly a lot of red here as well, but I think it shows so much pride in that gold jersey now.
England fans will know the last sort of probably year or so, there have been a lot of narrow losses, there have been a lot of games where it didn't quite fire, and it feels for Steve Borthwick like it's starting to come together now for the back of the win in Wales in particular. Do you see the similar thing with Australia? They're going to have to go through this period of pain as a new team emerges. Are we looking at a positive future for this group?
Yeah, I think so. I think what Joe Smith's done the last probably 12 months or so has blooded a lot of younger players to come into the side, and then they're starting to be experienced players. You look at Leniki Tau and Joseph Suoli, now that's their 7th Test match together, starting to form a little bit of combination. And I think when you look at the impact of Will Skelton and Taniela Tupou, played big minutes tonight. So for the Wallabies, they've got to back up now in 2 weeks' time to play the World Champions. So that's where we'll probably see where they're at. But we really needed that result tonight.
You'll know well that 89 Australia lost at home. 2 years later, you won a World Cup. 2013 you lost at home and made it to a final in 2015. How high is the bar, do you think, for Joe Schmidt? I know he obviously isn't going to be in charge in 2 years' time, but he hopefully will help pass it on to Les Kiss. How high is the bar for this team?
I think it's got to go a lot further. I mean, we're 6th in the world at the moment, so to be able to build from that, of course, in end of November, you know, the World Rugby rankings come out for Rugby World Cup in 2 years' time. So it's important for the Wallabies to stay in that top 6. But I think for Les Kiss taking over, there's still a fair bit to go now for Joe Schmidt to make sure that he can get this side humming. And injuries are a concern for us. We don't have a lot of depth, but if you've got the right players on the field, we're going to be pretty hard to beat.
No rest for the wicked. 2 weeks' time, South Africa, Ellis Park. It's a nice gentle loosener for the Rugby Championship. But what do you think the expectations are? What is a successful Rugby Championship for the Wallabies?
I think for us, for the Wallabies fans now, what they've seen the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks for all the Australian teams, it's the Bledisloe Cup. Like, we need to get our hands somehow on the Bledisloe Cup. We haven't had it for about 23 years, and we want to try and get it back at some stage, and that's what the fans want to see. Even if you just beat the All Blacks once, that's what the momentum we need.